Hello and welcome. In today's story, we delve into the extraordinary life of Michael Clark Rockefeller, the son of New York Governor, later U.S. Vice President Nelson Rockefeller, who vanished in 1961 while exploring a remote region of what is now Papua Province in Indonesia, formerly known as Dutch New Guinea. This narrative is based on documented sources, reliable news reports, and the recollections of those who investigated his case. Any theories presented here remain speculative unless verified by historical or forensic evidence. Viewer discretion is advised for discussions involving possible violence, cultural misunderstandings, and unsolved mysteries. Michael Clark Rockefeller was born on May 18, 1938. Into the Rockefeller family, one of the most prominent and affluent families in the United States. His father, Nelson Rockefeller, served as governor of New York and later became vice president under President Gerald Ford. Despite his privileged upbringing, Michael was known for his curiosity, down-to-earth personality, and eagerness to engage with different cultures. Michael studied at Harvard University, graduating in 1960 with a focus on history and economics. He displayed a particular interest in anthropology and art. After finishing college, he became involved in projects with the Peabody Museum of Archaeology and Ethnology at Harvard, reflecting a deepening commitment to exploring non-Western cultures. Following his education, Michael sought to expand his family's philanthropic tradition through cultural preservation and documentation. He was especially drawn to the art of indigenous tribes, seeing it as an invaluable window into diverse worldviews. In 1961, Michael Rockefeller joined an anthropological expedition to Dutch New Guinea, now part of Indonesia's Papua region, organized in coordination with the Peabody Museum. The trip aimed to study and collect indigenous artwork, particularly from the Asmat tribe. Fellow researchers and photographers accompanied him, hoping to document local cultural practices and gather artifacts for museum collections. The Asmat are known for their intricate wood carvings and unique rituals. At the time, their region was largely inaccessible to outsiders, creating logistical and cultural challenges for visitors. Rockefeller immersed himself in the local environment, learning about the tribe's spiritual beliefs, art forms, and community traditions. By many accounts, Michael was deeply moved by the Asmat's craftsmanship and spiritual worldview. He felt the artifacts they produced deserved recognition on the global stage, believing that bridging cultural divides could foster mutual respect and understanding. On November 17, 1961, Michael Rockefeller was traveling in a small pontoon boat with Dutch anthropologist Wassing, heading down the Betst River, sometimes spelled island and river. Reports suggest the boat developed mechanical problems or took on water. The vessel capsized several miles from shore. Both men clung to the overturned hull, accompanied by local guides. After drifting for an extended period, Rockefeller reportedly said something along the lines of, "I think I can make it," then removed his clothing or gear and attempted to swim toward the distant shoreline. Wassing and the guides remained with the boat. They were eventually rescued by local authorities, but Michael never returned. A massive search mission was launched, spearheaded by the Dutch colonial administration and assisted by U.S. resources. Helicopters, boats, and local guides scoured the shoreline and nearby jungles. Despite days of searching, no trace of Rockefeller was definitively found, no body, personal effects, or solid evidence of his fate. Early official statements leaned toward the conclusion that Michael Rockefeller drowned in his attempt to swim to shore. Strong currents, tidal conditions, and the distance from land all indicated a perilous situation. However, the absence of a body led some to question whether drowning was the definitive answer. Rumors circulated that local tribes might have found some of his personal effects, for example, glasses or clothing, but nothing was substantiated. Without concrete evidence, the authorities filed the case as a probable accidental death, later declaring Rockefeller legally deceased. One of the most circulated yet unverified theories claims that Michael Rockefeller reached land only to be killed and potentially consumed by local Asmat warriors. Cannibalistic practices, though documented in certain historical contexts among some indigenous groups in that region, have not been conclusively tied to Rockefeller's disappearance. Many anthropologists stress that references to cannibalism can be sensationalized or misunderstood without direct evidence. Another rumor posits that Rockefeller survived, integrated into the Asmat community, and chose never to return to Western society. Over the decades, travelers and explorers have reported seeing a mysterious white man living in remote tribal villages, but no credible proof emerged to confirm these stories. Some speculate that intertribal conflicts or roving bandits might have led to Rockefeller's demise. Yet, again, no definitive evidence has surfaced to implicate any group or individual in his disappearance. Various writers and documentarians have revisited the case. In a 2014 publication, writer Carl Hoffman suggested Rockefeller was killed by a local tribe, referencing interviews and alleged confessions from Asmat elders. However, these accounts remain contested among experts. No official forensic confirmation has supported any one theory, leaving all possibilities open to debate. Nelson Rockefeller spared no expense in hiring private detectives and funding search efforts in the months following Michael's disappearance. Despite extensive attempts, no conclusive answers emerged. Over time, the family accepted the likely outcome of drowning, while acknowledging the unresolved questions surrounding the event. Michael Rockefeller's passion for Asmat art contributed to increased global awareness of indigenous crafts. Many pieces collected by the 1961 expedition found homes in museums, influencing how non-Western art is perceived and preserved. His story remains an enduring cautionary tale about cross-cultural encounters, underscoring the unpredictability of remote expeditions. The Rockefeller disappearance has inspired multiple books, documentary films, and magazine articles. Many focus on the tension between anthropological curiosity and the complexities of navigating isolated regions where cultural misunderstandings can arise. Michael Rockefeller's story remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century, reflecting the human drive to explore unknown worlds and bridge cultural divides. While many believe he drowned, unconfirmed accounts add layers of intrigue, whether involving alleged cannibalistic rituals, assimilation into tribal life, or alternative fates yet undiscovered. If you found this exploration of Michael Rockefeller's life and disappearance informative, please like, share, and subscribe. His case stands as a testament to the complexities of human exploration, reminding us that sometimes, even the most thorough investigations leave critical questions unanswered. Thank you for watching and for keeping this fascinating piece of history in the public eye.